list of seasons, and as we roll into the next year, may your future be merry and bright. And I hope to work with you. This is the episode around the time of the holidays. So I don't know when you're listening to this. I am actually putting it down on wax. Not really. I don't press vinyl for these for the podcast. I'm actually recording this on December 23rd. And so this episode is right around what we call Christmas, but we just had solstice. We just had Blessed Yule, on the same day as the solstice. And of course, there are many other holidays, holy days that people keep and hold in their hearts. And regardless of whether you celebrate or have any spiritual or religious affiliation, it's just a time that's, about to tick over the year. We're going to take time off work, maybe. We're spending time with our family. Although I also want to acknowledge, I used to work in the hospitality and service industry, so I barely got time off. I worked a lot more, but it is a time that seems to create some kind of a wave in our life. So I am spending this moment right now to tell you how grateful I am for you, to celebrate you, and that I really do appreciate. I love you so much. I mean that. We've never met, maybe we have, but I love you very much. I create this container so that I can love people and I can love you. So thank you so much for being here, for the ways that you have interacted with the podcast, the ways that you have listened to it, the ways that you maybe have shared or left a review, and then perhaps the ways that we've worked together, either individually and in classes. And so this episode, it's just me. It's a kind of a shorter one. I'm going to be giving to you a channeled message that I shared. It was spontaneous, of course. I don't know, of course. You can also, kind of write them out. But anyway, it was unplanned. It came into a meeting that we were having in my Easy Intuition program, which I'm going to be running again. So keep your eye out for that. The Easy Intuition and Meditation program it has a lot of content to help you to attune to your intuition. So it's your personal intuition. We have classes. We also have tons and tons and tons of meditation and ways to help you to calibrate more deeply to your intuition. And then the program also, we have one more meeting left, but we had coaching sessions. So we just worked on anything that showed up in those coaching sessions. And so the channeled message I'm going to share with you was toward the beginning. I actually started with, a kind of meditation, taking some breaths for us to create the space. And then I felt the message coming in, and it's the beginning. It says that it is Archangel Michael, but I really feel Metatron coming in very strongly. And so I had the nudge to share it publicly. It's just me. It's just the message. There's nobody else who's in the program. Nobody's private identity is being shared. But that's what I'm going to share with you here as another one of my friends / mentees was saying that the message really resonated, and many of the people said there was a lot of resonance. And so I have this intuitive nudge that it's probably very valuable to many of us at this time. So that's forthcoming. Before I head into that, though, I want to let you know about the announcements. I just made them on my newsletter, and I invite you to join the newsletter, to subscribe. If you want to scroll down, you can just click through and subscribe, because that's how you're going to be able to access certain things more readily. And so the announcement is that, first of all, I am launching officially Intuitive Healing Arts Academy. Now, I have had other intuitive healing arts or mystical arts or spiritual development courses and companies. And so this is a brand new roster that's going to be year-round. This roster will be for all levels and also for continuing education for those who are professional, because I have a lot of people that I have worked with, I've trained, and so on and so forth, but also for your personal spiritual development, it's full book. It's intended to take you through all of the many stages of awakening and really about developing intuitive skills. But like I said, the Easy Intuition program that I will run again, or maybe even put on demand, I'm not sure yet, That is for the personal intuition, which is actually the foundation for everything, even if you are a professional intuitive. But the thing is that for me, opening my intuitive abilities, making them into skills, opening my psychic awareness is the most fundamental thing that changed and healed my life. Well, maybe I had healing that led up to it, but at any rate, it is the one thing that changed my life. Now, part of that is, you might hear me say, the one thing that changed my life is meditation. That's because that's a part of it. One thing that changed my life is, self-hypnosis or self-healing. That's all a part of it. It's all a part of this package of opening and making into skills the intuitive abilities. That's why this is my calling. A big part of my calling, really, my soul mission, is kind of how my life has turned out. Now, I do teach about human design now. And so if you don't know much about human design, that's fine. This, is a kind of nuanced little piece of it. But my conscious sun gate, that's the one that's at the top of the right-hand corner of your chart where all of those numbers are. All of the numbers, those are the planets and everything. The conscious sun is the thing that's like what you are here, the main gift you're here to share. And for me, it's a lot about crisis that we actually alchemize into gift. So this happens to me. It's like this. There's a crisis. It happens in cycles, and it's not something that is sustained. It's something that we resolve. And as we kind of alchemize that, it becomes our greatest gifts, and has a lot to do with compassion and embodying compassion and expressing compassion as the ultimate spiritual gift and human expression. Now, I'm not saying I'm all of those things. I'm just saying that's what I'm here to do. And I'm specifically doing it in assisting others to opening their intuition, to being able to do self-healing, to feel that empowerment, and to be able to live multidimensionally. You are here to be a human spiritual being. And I want your human life to be beautiful, to have the relationships and the love and the abundance and the purpose and the excitement and all of the pieces of those categories that we want to feel safe, and not only safe, but free. Beyond safe, but free. That's what we're here to experience. And to also be, and all of that to the point of being of service, because we are beings who embody compassion and wisdom, compassion and wisdom and wildness. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Anyway, I digress and get back to the point that this is the vision that I've had, to have the intuitive skills development platform, school, academy that people can continue to visit for their awakening process, for their ascension process. And it's all around community. So this also will have with it a community that is not on social media. And that's yet, it's not total. This is a sneak preview. It's not the actual announcement of the community piece of it. But I will just tell you that Modern Mystic Life, which you have heard me talk about on this podcast if you've listened more than once, that is a very low-cost subscription platform that where you're getting regular workshops once per month, regular meditations once per month, and also regular content throughout the week to kind of help to give you inspiration and nudge you along. And it's exclusive, kind of hearty metaphysical content. And that's something that is going to be maintained as sort of the membership platform, so you'll get discounts with that. But it's a screaming wonderful deal, and it's a hub of community here as well. I mean, I'm doing coaching and readings on our live meetings. It's so beautiful. So that's just $11 a month. It's a way we can interact and build fellowship and community, because that's so important for us in our awakening process, in our development process, and in the process of following our sovereign soul mission. I really feel that if you're here, you have that, you probably have that sense. Life purpose, yes. Soul mission. It could be anything. It's your personal sovereign experience. And that's what I'm here to do. So, Intuitive Healing Arts Academy, year-round programs. We have first coming up that is announced. The first one in 2023. Intuitive Psychic Development Level 1. It's January 22nd. It's a full day immersion from 10 a.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific. And it is education, it's learning, it's fellowship, it's attunements, meditation, it's breakout rooms. It's incredible. And the the idea of it is to be efficient and immersive, and then to continue forward, that to be able to, have that cataclysmic shift and then continue to nurture it in community, in practicing and fellowshipping with others. And then, of course, if taking more of the programs, including, we'll just have like one-off programs, like also development circles, just single development circles. When you take, like, if you take intuitive psychic development level 1, and in the next circle that we have, the next single circle, you will be able to attend. And so the thing is, it's level 1, not because first of all, it will be going from foundation to, advancing, but all levels are welcome. If you've never opened your psychic abilities and you're just curious, it's for you. If your heart is open and you're curious, it's for you. If you are a professional and you want to fine tune and you want to work on it and you want to do some of the practice and practice under coaching, it's for you as well. So that's just level 1. That's January 22nd. That registration is open now, and there is an early registration right now until through January 1st. So you want to go to the description and join as soon as possible. There's a chance I'm going to cut off. I'm not sure. There's a chance I'll limit the registration. I really don't know yet. I'm going with the flow, but you can click through and you can see the whole day's curriculum. Then we also have, which I will be opening registration for pretty soon, probably after the holiday, and that's the levels 2 and 3. They're going to be combined together in one weekend, a Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th, if that's I'm going off the top of my head. Why do I do that? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Then we're going to roll forward to some multiple weekend it's like 5 weekends over 5 months, immersive weekends, animal communication and nature healing, multidimensional mediumship, which is you're communicating with all of the dimensions of the universe. And throughout there, you can cherry pick or will be wrapped in. We'll also have some workshops on elementals and fairy communication. We'll have some workshops on human design. We will have workshops on some of advanced channeling or advanced archangel communication. There's all kinds of things that are coming up in 2023, and I'm very excited. And that's why I'm taking this bit of an episode here to share that with you. So my first invitation is to scroll into the description here and join the Intuitive Psychic Development Level 1 on January 22nd. Full day immersion. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so excited to be with you. And to do the meditating and the attuning and coaching. And it's going to be fantastic. Live, completely live. Okay. Having said that, and by the way, I should say, you get 6 months access to the replay. And then we're going to run it again. So that's why you want to be a part of it every time if you are available. If you have the resonance and the resource, then it's for us. Okay. Now, I think that's all I have for you in announcement's sake and some pouring my heart out sake for you. My I am statement about 23. I'm very excited about it. And I'm very excited to work with you. So share with your friends and let's get together. And now, here we go with that channeled message. It's an exclusive content that I am sharing publicly with you. I hope you feel resonance in your heart. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that it speaks to you in the ways that help you to be more uniquely and beautifully you, because that's who we need. And so here we go. Just taking a breath. Let's go ahead and open the space. And settling into this moment. And let's just take those 3 easy and expansive intentional breaths. Allowing the belly to open deep. Noticing the belly rising and falling. And also including the intention to expand up and around the heart. And we open this sacred space with gratitude and respect. We come to this space with respect for ourselves and one another. And in fact, the message comes forth from Spirit at this time that we would extend a deeper respect to ourselves. And everyone, you can connect to the space as you like, but the channeled message is coming forth for us. As the Archangel Michael and the host of the Archangelic energies step forward to say, we use this word respect as a way to elicit from you how serious it is that you maintain your light. And this light that is you, that is your divinity, that is your divine self, and what you have been looking at in this program as your design and as your birthright as a human spiritual being to be who it is that you truly are. This light that is precious and perfect as it is, perfect in its fractalized expressions of light and shadow, that as this light is protected and respected, that it becomes stalwart and strong, expansive and steady. And as you can imagine this light being so steady that it is this strong, it is, yes, what you understand as boundaries. For we would like for you to respect yourself, your light, your gifts, you, who you really are, so much so that your boundaries cannot be infringed upon. We say this with a bit of tough love, that it is you who violates your boundaries first. Now, yes, there are times in the human history, it could be in your own journey, that someone infringes on your boundaries, assaults you. But the micro assaults, the minor ways that you are not able to be truly yourself in relationship, in community, in society, in work, in play, in family, in all of the ways that you interact with the other human, other selves, we say that it is you who gives of your light first. You pull in your boundary and you allow someone to tread upon the area that is meant to be held by your light. Now, we say this with profound compassion, for we know how challenging, we know how hard, how difficult it is to be in respect of your own light. We are so proud of you. We are so impressed by how you have done this so far. And so this is not in any way meant to be judging or admonishing. In fact, it is an encouragement because you are that powerful. You have the history of being that powerful. And so we stand with you now and say, be even more powerful. Stand even more firmly in your light. Know yourself even more and be yourself even more. We are so proud of you. And we give you this word respect, that you may take it deep into your heart, deep into your gut, and recognize that you are respecting you, the God in you. When you give the fullness of yourself, the fullness of your light, you do not infringe upon your own boundary first, but you hold it with love. You hold it with compassion, yes, first for yourself, and that extends to the other. This is a vulnerable thing to do, to hold your boundaries, because it is uncomfortable and unpleasant when someone shows you their work and asks you to do their work for them. We understand this, but we say holding in that compassion and the vulnerable space of holding your boundaries and expanding your light is a blessing and healing, and it is helpful. It requires faith, the occupation of your truth. This is what faith is, the occupation, the beingness of your truth, walking your truth, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable to learning, of course. We're not encouraging anyone to occupy truth in the sense that you know that what's right at all times. This is the ego that comes up to ask you this question so that it can give you a bypass to actually diminish your light and to infringe upon your own boundaries. We release that at this time. This is not anything that any of you are almost going to do. None of you are going to accidentally be an unpleasant and a discompassionate person to others. In fact, we're asking you to expand your compassion to others by way of deepening your compassion and respect for yourself. Energy is literal and absolutely now. So as you have that deep compassion and respect for yourself, you're offering that to others to have for themselves and to be able to be in relationship with you in a way that is accurate, a way that is true. We bring your awareness to the fact that higher selves have chosen one another. And so who you truly are from the higher self perspective has been chosen by the other, by who they truly are. And so coming upon this frequency together affords a beautiful space of freedom. And that is what every single human spiritual being is trying to understand. The spirit is free. The flesh feels like it is not. And so to be able to occupy both spaces at once, to use the instrument of the body and the journey of the human physical life as a place to feel free while in a construct, this is the tension everyone feels. And you are equipped to do this beyond any fathomable mind construct, anything that the mind could imagine is possible. You are well attuned, well adjusted to be able to do this. This is what you all came together with, this imprint upon your heart. You have come to this space because you have this like mission to live as a blessing, as an embodiment of compassion for yourselves and others, and to be as close to freedom in most of the now moments as possible. You are capable of this. We do not ask you or challenge you to be perfect. Perfection is not what you're here to do. You are here to be the expansive, genuine fractal of the God light that you are. Okay, everyone, hello. I'm coming back. I wish you the happiest of seasons, and as we roll into the next year, may your future be merry and bright. And I hope to work with you and to commune with you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I love you, whoever you are.